30 Minutes of UMoria, Show 53.
Hello! Welcome to 30 Minutes of UMoria. Tan Line Edition. Haha! This, the 53rd show of 30 Minutes of UMoria, is brought to you by the $. The $sign represents 3 different creatures in UMoria, one of which is the creeping copper coins. The creeping copper coins are usually found at depths of 200 feet and move slowly. It has an armor rating of 24 and a life rating of 7/8. It cannot be charmed or slept. It is fairly observant of intruders, which it may notice from 30 feet away. The creeping copper coins may carry 1 or 2 treasures. It can hit to attack with damage 1/4, and touch to poison with damage 2/4. The creeping copper coins. Before we get started, let's check out the wheel source code. Alright, okay. Let's spin the wheel and see some source code. Ooh, I see a magic one there. 3, 2, 1, and stop it. Ugh, we missed the fun ones. We have Inven Screen. What's that? 52 lines long in Moria 1. So it has to do with the inventory commands. So Inven Screen, okay, Moria 1. Oopsie. Let's see, there it is. Moria 1 and Inven Screen. Whoa, a lot of colors. Let's try from the top. There, right at the top. Draw the inventory screen. So that's all it's doing. We're just going to draw out our inventory. Okay, Curses has screens, so we're going to be messing with the screen, apparently. And look at that. That's the little helper that you see when you do a question mark. And yeah, otherwise we're going to do an inventory screen, or a where screen, or an equip screen. Neat. And that's all it is. So really, it's just kind of wrapping around the other functions that draw parts of the screen. If you're in the inventory, if you're in the wield, or if you're in the equip. So show Inven seems to be that general purpose function that can do that. But Inven Screen is the thing that takes care of all the cases that we need. Alright, and we know that there's already a zillion callers to this. Everybody needs, look at all the colors. Everybody needs to show the inventory. So, I guess we'll leave it at that. It's a pretty simple explanation, I know, but, you know, it's hard to get too deep into these things with just a couple minutes. So, that's the wheel of source code. Here's a title screen, UMoria 5.6. Here's our character. Our pack is heavy, if you recall. This is Yishad. What makes this game so great? Is it all the crazy letters on the screen? I don't know. Is it the capital B at the bottom of the dungeon? I don't know. But it's pretty great, all the same. Alright. Well, what happened there? Our strength was just decreased. Instantly. Well, that sucks. What are we doing here? We are at 850 feet. and we are trying to clear the level. This is our lowest depth yet. So, we're playing kind of fast. Maybe we'll slow it down now, but we'll get a little bit more aggressive. We now need a potion of Restore Strength, which is a bit unfortunate. Not a good start to the session. However, I was thinking that it would be good to go deeper into the dungeon. How much deeper? Well, there's a purpose. If we go 400 feet deeper, we will be at the potions. The gain stat potions. That's a bit of a spoiler. So, the idea is that we can up our strength and free up our backpack that is very heavy on our shoulders. It's actually slowing us down from very fast to fast. So, we can do a 400-foot push without Seem Visible, which seriously could be inadvisable. Amulet of Teleportation. Alright. So, we've done the bottom part of the map and the right side of the map. Let's just keep going this way. What's that? Fire giant. Oops, wrong letters. I can get 2 shots with firebolt, with a frostbolt, sorry. Before he can get 1 shot on me. Alright. Now where? If there is a flaw in the balance of this game, it's probably in the fact that speed items change it so drastically. Now, people have derided Moria's time. What's the word? Moria's time management? Moria's time calculations? In that they seem to think it should be quadratic. Meaning double, quadruple, and then 8 times faster if you have 3. They hold on to some kind of logical argument to that. Your speed should always double. If I recall correctly, anyway. So, anyway. It's kind of funny that they picked that as a point of unrealism, you know? When A, we're looking at text.
which probably is a sore point. And B, there's all kinds of unrealisms in the game. Like the light, excuse me, like the light that stays on in rooms indefinitely, like this room. Back to the light idea. Hang on. What if there's rock that shines fluorescent? What if you were to mine that and then carry some around and wield it? That would be enough for light. You can make the mineral very rare. Holy amulets. And then you don't have to worry about light. And sometimes the silver jellies that steal your light, say, they can just zap the fluorescence out of your light source, leaving you completely in the dark. And that is a balance to the game. Just an idea. Ooh. Don't like those Umber Hulks. He can confuse us. Nearing 29,000. Water Spirit, Firebolt for that. He goes up in steam. Frost Giant. Potion of Healing. Okay, what's going on here? A Quasit, ladies and gentlemen. That was entirely too easy. Do we really want to cast that summon monster spell? Not particularly. Undead, yes. Because we can deal with that with fire. I.e. kill it with fire. Remember that? For just summoning any old monster, we can summon a dragon. That ain't on. Okay, that looks like it's done board. Let's go over here. Whoa. There is the down. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going down to 900 feet. 100 feet further than our previous character. Well, our previous character did any good. Yisha was our first character. She went down to 800 feet, level 24 or so. Our second character was Yishar, Yisha's brother, Yishar. And Yishar lasted down to 50 feet. He was first level, he picked up his first scroll, and he read it, and it was Summon Monster. And he died right away. Yishad is Yishar and Yisha's brother. And this guy, wow. He's got a horseshoe up his ass. He's so lucky. His bum. He's got a horseshoe in his pocket. That's it. Alright. 900 feet. First view. Never been here before. A Fauchard. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our very first special item. This is a Fauchard Slay Undead. 1 die 10, 3 plus 5. Wow. Is this the weapon that we're going to dump all of our enchant weapon scrolls into? No. However, this is one we're definitely going to wield. There's our cutlass, and there's our back sword. Let's get rid of our back sword. Excuse me. You have trouble wielding such a heavy weapon. Negative 65. Now, we're going to keep it anyway, folks, because we are on our way to 1250. Know what I'm talking about? 1250. Here we go. Hey, you see that? We just hit a clear ant. That clear ant should have been invisible to us, but we can see it. Slay Undead gives us the thing we needed, which is see invisible. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we just completed the first phase. There are 3 phases of Moria with picking up that object and wielding it. We can now see invisible. So, we can now go deeper into the dungeon. Safety first. This is awesome. We did it. We did it, ladies and gentlemen. We have gone farther. Wow. Don't need that back sword. Isn't it strange how I now have a space? I must have dropped the other wand and not picked it up. That's what I did. I don't know where I dropped it. Maybe something ate it. Huh. Ooh, another staff of summoning. Not on your life, as they say. What's that? Clay golem. Pretty easy to dissolve those guys with the stone to mud. Moving on. Zombie. This game just got real easy. I have to say, I'm having good luck with those enchant scrolls too. Normally you read them and nothing, well, it glows faintly and then it fails. Slow digestion and a thrusting sword. Nearing the 29,000 mark. Quasit. See how easy that is now? What's he worth? About 30. That means they're everywhere. Faux shard. Slay Undead. This is very, very good. See how easy it is now. Uh-oh. See that? We just lost something. What did we lose? We still have a word of recall spell. Must have been a potion or something. Excuse me. Alright. What is it? Resist fire. What is that? Sleep monsters. Purple mushroom patch. Easily dispatched. Let's stay on the outside, shall we? Brass lantern. I would also make, speaking of light technology in Moria, how about a rickety lantern? I like the sound of that. Brass lantern is very sturdy sounding. Maybe a brass lantern can sometimes just go awry. Alright. Maybe a rickety lantern can sometimes just go awry, I mean. Hate to lose items to a lantern, though. There is a story about how you can throw flasks of oil on things, and it gets a fire damage against the thing, the monster. Does that exist with a lantern? I mean, that would be a pretty good weapon, honestly, if you were to throw a lantern at somebody. Virtually, of course. $16,000 gold pieces, nowhere to go. Alright, just down here to go. What's that? A hill giant. Potion of sleep. Oh, thank you. Another orc carrying a ring of adornment. A jackal. Fire spirit hitting with fire. Should make him stronger. Warhammer. Damned. Alright, let's keep the tan lines going here. Alright, are we in a room? Looks like it. 29. And that should be the board. Just about. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going down again. All we have to do, let's eat that first stage, shall we? Didn't seem to do anything to our stat of strength. Okay, a lot of stairs over this way. That's down. These ones are up. $950 here we come. Before we step, we check for traps. Especially if you're in a special room. Always make your way to the corners because it's safe there. What's that? Flesh golem. That calls for fire. It's only a matter of time till we run into our first iron golem. We've seen clay, we've seen flesh. That leaves one more. Iron. They're arguably not worth the trouble. Let's proceed south. Amulet of teleportation. What else is all this craziness? There you go. Mag. Disarm. Mag means sleeping cloud spell. Nobody home. But I think there was when I left there. I guess not. We're at 29,000, on our way to 30. At the bottom, pretty much. Another room, except it isn't a room. Just kind of looks like it might be the start of a room. Stone golem. MBI. That's the other kind of golem. So to round them out, that's stone, flesh, iron, and clay. We are carrying that chest. Summoning room. That's bad. Let's rest up. Disarmed. Huh. Scroll of darkness. Well, that wasn't really worth it, was it? What's that? Scale mail. It's a far cry from our plate. Full plate mail. It's quite a find. Yeah, there's few things that take the balance out of a game, like changing the time. As I was saying, changing it in quadratic time might make sense if you're always doubling your time, your speed. Why would one speed item be any slower than another speed item just because you happen to have one that already doubles time, right? They can apply their logic, but it still makes game balance an issue, and it's even harder to balance if your time increases are quadratic. What's he talking about? You know what I'm talking about. So, that's my defense of Moria's slightly off time system. Believe it or not, I think that was one of the reasons quoted for making an angband way back when. I could be wrong on that. Restore wisdom. Huh. Alright. We'll just hang on to that. But really, what Angband brought was more of everything. Just like Moria brought more of anything to Rogue, Angband brought more of everything to Moria. Somehow, sorry Angband folks, it's not better. The balance is not there. It has balance, but not like this game. So, that is why I'm an unapologetic Moria fan. Now you know. Alright. Ooh, a mummy. Yes, sir. Those scrolls are going to be very heavy by the time we find something to cast them on. Moving on. Here comes something. I'm going to say, how do frogs know how to open doors? Okay, disarm trap. Moving on. I'd like to get that little spot there. Not much to be amazed with there. Ugh. Killer blue beetle. We are clearing this level out tile for tile. Tile for tile, 950. All right. As you can see, we have one more space to go. And 5 minutes. How do we get to that empty space there? I don't know. Let's go around in circles and see if we can find the way in. Our first ooze. There's the way in. Okay. Disarmed. And that's it. Time to go back up to the town and see if we can get a restore strength potion. Here we go. We're going back up. Take us up. Alright, we have arrived. Check all the stores for cool stuff. There's a Warhammer. It is not holy. There's always cool stuff in this store. Lightning balls is my favorite, probably. Check out the armor. Nothing special. Nothing resistant. Check out the weapons. Come on. No, nothing special. Restore strength. But we can't actually use it because we're full. Well, we just have to drop something temporarily. There you go. We are back to normal. We're at 30,000. We have everything we need except for maybe some more oil, some more food. Let's eat up. We're full. And finally, word of recall. There you are. Anything else we need? Restore life levels. Good. Restore dexterity. Restore wisdom. Maybe another restore strength. That affects us so much. I'm going to quaff the wisdom. Buy the strength. There you go. Okay, now we go back down into the dungeon. 950 feet, which is where we'll leave it for today. Yeah, it's a good level. We can now see invisible. Nothing can stop us from heading down to 1250. We'll take it one level at a time. See you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.